So you say we're going to go to Guam. Now, the word of the day is the country we're going to. And if you pay attention, you will see right here, this is where we're going. This place here is where we're going. Does this look like South Africa to you? Well, if the ding didn't go off, then you have the wrong country. We're not going to Canada, my friends. Not this time. Maybe next time. Maybe not. Yes, Sonic is the winner! Woo! Great job, yes, Sonic. I'm so proud of you.
Victory.
We're not going to cities, we're going to countries. So Istanbul and Constantinople are cities within countries, and they are not in the place where we're going. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sonic? This is what you win. You win the satisfaction of us going there now. So together we will go on our ships. If you are subscribed, please use the boats, the ships, the emotes. We're gonna go sailing. Or you could do the ship bomb if you are not, but I mean, I prefer if you use your emotes that you have for your dedication to my server, to my stream. We are going to Switzerland. It's a fun place. I recommend everyone go there. If you have the chance, I would like to go there. I have Swiss in my blood. You like their cheese. Oh man, we should all have cheese today. Oh man, just you wait. This will make you want cheese today. If you are vegan, go have vegan cheese today. If you are not vegan, have lots of cheese today. I am not vegan because I love cheese, but I do have vegan cheese sometimes. So, my friends, here is the map of Switzerland. As you can see, you're not subscribed right now. Well, you can subscribe if you want. You're gonna have Colby Jack cheese. I love Colby Jack cheese. I love cheese. So as you see, this is surrounded by France, Germany, Austria, and Italy. Look at those treasures. Pondering Minds uses my treasures. She is the only one other than I that have these emotes. She is special. What a special person. Switzerland is located in Europe with many mountains, valleys, farms, small villages, cities, and the Alpine lakes. A tax and economic haven for millionaires. Oh, yeah. Those are your favorites? What about like Gouda and stuff like that? You don't like those? I just like cheese. I'll try all of them. Don't you like blue cheese though? With like wings? Good sharp cheddar. See, and sharp cheddar is probably the one that I would avoid. What about Munster cheese? I love Munster cheese. Not your favorites, okay. I love provolone. Pepper jack. Oh, you like the horseradish cheese. Remember that? So I'm going to show you guys. This is one of the Alpine lakes. Oh, look how gorgeous. Wow. Alpine lakes are so pretty. Oh, Monterey Jack is also good too. All the cheese. Let's have a cheese party, guys. I wish I bought some cheese today when I went to the store this morning, and I wish they have a whole cheese section, and I wish I could have just been like, I'll get these and I'll show them for my stream today because we're going to be talking about cheese. But I didn't do it. Cheese is pricey. Yeah, it is it's not easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. Really? Cheddar is your favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite cheese because I just love cheese. I don't really care too much for Swiss cheese, to be honest. But I need to tell you guys, real Swiss cheese is not like they sell in the stores here in the US. I've had real Swiss cheese. So my brother has friends from Switzerland who got real Swiss cheese and melted it down for us. And we had it and it was the most amazing. That kind of Swiss cheese, yes, I love it. Oh, it was so good. Remember that? Oh, wow. That was such great cheese. They literally worked on that cheese, melted it. Oh, I have had official Swiss cheese. Yeah. They have Alpine Swiss in the store. Nice. Okay. So, do you know there were stones that were supposedly the oldest in the world that were found in Switzerland that indicate Neanderthal hunting settlements from 50,000 BCE? They found carvings on animal bones and antlers as well. I'm going to show you. Oh, these are some of the carvings. These were found in Switzerland. Pretty cool. Look at that. It's a horse. That's a free nay on you for you all. That's on me. I hope you enjoy your free nay. It was a small one. Not too long ago, there were independent states called Orte, or maybe Orte, or cantons within Europe that became Switzerland due to the confederation of leagues, mainly around the time of the Reformation. That was about the 1400s, 1500s. Napoleon pretty much wiped all surrounding areas other than Switzerland and has been known for being, this country has been known for being peaceful since its last attack in 1798 due to its neutral ideals that countries surrounding it just left alone. Isn't that nice? They respected them for being neutral. Who would have thought that you could be respected for being neutral? So maybe we could all take a lesson from this. Let's just be neutral. And people will leave us alone. I'm kidding. Although maybe not. Maybe I'm not kidding. In 800 BCE, around the Iron Age, the Celts lived in Switzerland. There are metal artifacts and other pieces that were found in the area during that time, and many lived on farms or places where there were about only 400 people living at the time. The Helvetii people, which was a Celtic tribe, had lived there and controlled the area, and they were defeated by the Romans around the time of Julius Caesar. Over time, the Romans spread their influence about the area, and that is when exports grew for wheat, cattle, and cheese. Roads started to connect there as well. Germanic tribes then started to invade and controlled the area. Guys, you're getting a little bit of history here. This is like the fastest version of the history of Switzerland I could give you right now. So one of the tribes were the Burgundians, who had Roman Catholic influence, and they spread there pretty much until the Reformation, like stated. The Black Plague wiped out a fourth of the Swiss population. And then there were the feudal lord problems. Oh man, they had so many issues because then they had civil wars and situations that took place that led to eventually having a peace agreement. By the 17th and 18th centuries, they rose in prosperity and became a place for many refugees. Then there are some more civil wars that took place until the Mediation Act that Napoleon put upon them made them an alliance to France. They had more economic growth after that, and they made inventions such as the mechanized spinning mill in 1801, which I was trying to find a picture of what it looked like. Could not find one. No drawings of it or anything that I could see. There's so much more history, though. I'm not going to go into any more history. That's the lowdown, guys. All right. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Here's another beautiful picture of Switzerland. Isn't it gorgeous? What do you guys think of this? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this music. This is Swiss music. No, it's not. Okay. In modern day, air pollution is very low in Switzerland. I'm going to talk more about that later. Due to the country noticing the issues in the 70s that caused them to take action earlier than most other countries. The hills. Yes, the hills. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Actually, that was in Austria. This is Switzerland. They crossed into Switzerland in that movie. Very good connection. There we go. When we learn about Austria, we could sing that song again. Does that sound like a good deal? Yeah. These are the Jura Mountains. They lie in the northwest. Man, this music, guys. I did not ask for this. Let's change it. What's this? I'll put this music on. Nothing's playing though. Play. There we go. No one shaved the mountains. These are the Jura Mountains. Basically, all right, this is what I learned. I didn't write this down or anything, but I remember when I was researching this, basically they said that if you take the Alps, which are on the opposite side of the Jura Mountains, if you take the Alps, you stretch them out and you kind of fold them around a little bit, and then you kind of bring it back out. That's what happened. They said it was like folding upon itself, like because of all of the ice and stuff that happened there. So it was like, I don't know. That was their explanation. I don't know. So maybe that's what happened. It got shaved off from the folds, the ice. Anyway, the Jura Mountains, that's what these are. Right here. Then you have the Mittelland. I don't know if I have a picture of the Mittelland. That's not it. Let me go back here. The Mittelland is a central plateau sandwiched between the Jura and the Alps. The Alps lie in the south and east. Jura means forest, which covers an eighth of the country. The Alps' highest point is 15,203 feet, or 4,634 meters high. Now, this next picture. This is the icy Matterhorn. It's led to many, many deaths by those who have tried to climb its slopes. It's extremely icy, very steep, very scary. Probably lots of skeletons from the past. Basically, the first person that was documented to successfully climb its top was this man here. This is Edward Whymper. He was a British explorer. He had lots of people go up there with him, and a few of them died trying. So he probably, even though he made it to the top, he probably came back down crying, very sad that he lost his friends. That could have been him, guys. He could have died too. One of his friends could have made it up there and he could have been dead. Just so happened he got there first and survived. I wonder about him. I hope he had a good life. I hope it was worth it. Do you think that would be worth it? What do you guys think? I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Doubtful? Do you think he was satisfied? He came home a hero and he was probably like, but my friends died. I wouldn't want my friends to die. Maybe they all just were on an adrenaline rush. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Avalanches happen in the Alpine cantons 10,000 times annually. Can you imagine that? 4/5 happen in February through April. So the majority of these avalanches happen within a couple months. Thousands of times. The forest helps protect the villages in these areas, though they also have barriers in place to further protect them. Must be a loud place to live to hear avalanche after avalanche after avalanche, but they're probably so used to it. Oh, like if they have visitors, what's that sound? Oh, it's just another avalanche. We get about 1,000 per week. You know? You know this guy. You know Edward Whymper? Hello, Peoria Jack. Or do you know that guy? You know Peoria Jack? I know Peoria Jack too. How you doing today? Ha, ha, ha. Did you have any tacos this week, Peoria Jack? Oh, you go way back. Oh, that's good. I like his hat. This is a marmot.
Hello there.
They live in Switzerland. Jack, we're learning about Switzerland right now. Stick around. I hope you enjoy learning too about it. Do you like marmots? It's a lovely marmot.
Hello there.
It looks very happy. I don't really know anything about marmots, but yeah, Switzerland is very lovely. Never been there, want to go there. It's on my list of places to go to. These are ibex. Look how gorgeous they are. Their horns, wow. Those are big horns. I have never been across the sea. I've never been outside of the US. This is why I'm going on adventures with you guys. It's like we're there. I literally, before COVID happened, I made like an Airbnb wish list of places I wanted to go to. I was like, I'm going to start having a savings account just for traveling. I have a list of places I want to go to. And Airbnbs that go to these places where I could rent the place and go there. Like literally. I want to do that eventually. You know these guys, what are their names? Oh, yeah. One day. I haven't even been to Canada. So I've only been to the US and I've only been to 11 states. One day I will go to most of the states. I don't know if I want to go to all the states, but I want to go to most of them. Yeah, these are ibex. Your one true wish is find a home. Aw. It will happen. You work hard. Your home is wherever you are. I want to go visit Washington State. When I do, I'm going to visit Pondering Mines. That's for sure. We'll go walk on a beach together. We'll go for a nice drive. Foxes, they live there. Look how cute. Foxes are beautiful. Like seriously, look at that. Look how gorgeous. Aw, yeah. Hey, I would love to visit Portland. Washington State is definitely one of the states on my to visit state list. I have that too. I really would love, like, I love the East Coast and the West Coast and not so much the in-between or the South. Like, I know that's weird, but those are like the places I've always wanted to visit, is all like the majority of the East Coast, the majority of the West Coast. And then like maybe like Oklahoma. Anyway, this is in Switzerland. They have these rare green lizards with these really cool blue heads. I love these colors. This is really cool looking. You would think that this would not be something to find in Switzerland, but here it is. So in Switzerland, they have made German, French, and Italian their official languages. 1/5 of the population are foreign residents. My favorite state is Maine that I visited. I visited Maine a few times. I have one of my best friends lives in Maine. So we try to visit every other year, but because of COVID, that's extending. We didn't visit them last year, and we probably won't be visiting them this year. Your tummy just growled. All I had to eat today was my granola bar. 15.2% of residents live in rural areas in Switzerland. They have an amazing medical coverage system as their insurance will cover 80 to 90% of the costs. Wow. That totally would make me want to live there, just hearing that. Here's some people. Man, it was so hard for me to find pictures of people in traditional clothes from Switzerland that were not old photos. Like, when I did a search, I really struggled finding anything but drawings and old photos. There were like hardly any pictures from today. So I guess they don't really wear these during their festivals or anything like that anymore. As you can see, the one man, he looks kind of Amish because a lot of people during the Reformation hid in Switzerland. And you've got the Anabaptists came from like Germany and Switzerland. And they were very traditional style and came over to the US. So there you have that. That's why he kind of looks Amish without the beard though. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Sonic? The country has low resources but imports materials and makes high-valued products to export when converting them. They have a large tourist industry and free market while keeping low unemployment rates and help their incomes stay higher than a lot of other countries in the world. A half of the land is used for agricultural use, such as for vegetables, fruits, vineyards, and grains. Now, this is very cool to me. Yeah. Well, keep in mind, did I say up above? Yeah, I said that German, French, and Italian are their official languages. Like all three are their official languages. So you have to realize that they had so many people from Italy, from Austria, from Germany, from France, constantly invading and constantly like being owned by them, run by them, things like that. So you have so many different cultures coming in that they produce their own amongst that. Kind of like how the US is a melting pot of different cultures and then we've produced our own out of that. So they're inspired by the variety. So the UN, oh wait, I'm sorry. I meant to say hydroelectricity produces 3/5 of the domestic energy production. They spend a lot of money on their chemical pharmaceutical industry, which involves a lot of research and development. The UN has said that Switzerland is in the top 5 countries achieving sustainable development goals. This is Zurich. Zurich is the #1 sustainable city in the world. I want to live there. Let's go to Zurich right now. I love it. I love it. For instance, they have a waste to energy plant and an air pollution control system for air quality standards being met and emissions being kept low. They even have a wastewater treatment plant that cleans 90 million liters of wastewater per day, producing biogas from sewage sludge and then used for transport system. By next year, they hope to fully remove micropollutants from wastewater. They opened the first industrial scale carbon capture plant to remove CO2, carbon, from the air by capturing it and removing it to a greenhouse with 250,000 similar sized plants. They then can capture 9,000 tons, which is then produced from 200 cars in a year. So that's how much they collect. That is a lot. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Sonic. Yeah, the clothing. That's true. Yep. Very different. And maidens usually wear flowers right here. Like they stick the flowers here if they're maidens. I noticed that when I was researching it too. I thought that was neat. I don't know if they like stick a flower in there every day or if it's just for festivals. Very green. So Zurich, if you must visit a city, this is definitely one on my top list of cities to go to. 1/4 of the houses have more than 5 rooms in them. So they have big houses. Though only 1/3 of people do not own their homes. So most people there, they have their own homes, but 1/3 don't. So the housing industry is pretty good. And they have large homes on top of that people are able to own. Let's learn about this. This is called Fastnacht, or Carnival. It involves parades with costumes and music with many masks to chase away evil spirits in early March. So, earlier I mentioned how they had a treaty for peace through Napoleon. So you would think Napoleon, we hear lots of weird and bad stuff about him. He did one good thing, and that was for Switzerland. They've been at peace because of him since. It's kind of weird, but it's true. So here you have someone wearing a big mask looking like him. The rest kind of look like pirates. So that's why I chose this picture, because they look piratey. They have a New Year's celebration where they also wear masks. This is called Silvesterklaus. Then in spring, they have the Boog burning, which we highlighted something like this when we talked about Poland. There were children burning these handmade dolls for like the end of winter going into spring. This is the same concept, but they do it with snowmen. They burn snowmen, and in some places in the Swiss towns will make them explode to say that spring is now here, death to winter. Maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Actually, yes, let's go to that. You're all a bit quiet today. I hope you are doing well. Yodeling. Yodeling came from Switzerland. It's accompanied by a Schweizergeli. That's what this is, a Schweizergeli, or an accordion. There are competitions held often at festivals. They're usually sung in German and French using up to 4 harmonies. So all your little yodeling stuff, we can look here for that. If you like to yodel, go to Switzerland. They love it there. They're also known for their Alphorn. The Alphorn instrument is made of wood and bark. So, you know those Ricola commercials? Ricola. Yeah. Why do we always think of that? We don't understand fully. And there's that in the background. You see the Matterhorn. That's the Matterhorn behind them. Yeah, they should totally do a music stream with those. That would be fun. It'd be very loud if they did it in their house. They would have to have like an outdoor studio or something to stream playing one of these. But that would be very fun. I'm interested. They have Gothic architecture in much of the cathedrals throughout the country. Hey, Lone Wolf, how are you doing today? This is art by Paul Klee. He is a well-known Swiss artist. He is known for his originality. He uses lots of different shapes and textures in his art. This is Art 101 right now here. We're having an art lesson. I'm doing great. I'm enjoying the day. It's beautiful outside here. I'm having fun with my stream, talking about Switzerland today. You love Paul Klee's art? Well, look at that. This is one of his pieces. Right here. Let me lower this.
Hello there.
There's something called Dada art, which came out of Cabaret Voltaire in Zurich. Here it is. In around 1915, due to the reactions to World War I, it was made to be nonsense of sorts. So Dada art is basically nonsense art. It came from Richard Hulsenbeck, who chose the name by randomly picking a word in the dictionary and learning that there was a French term meaning hobby horse, and that's what Dada is. So, one example, here we go. This is in the Cabaret Voltaire. That's what it looked like back then. So you could see examples of art in the background.
Hello there.
Lady Smeed, hello. How is your day going?
Cool.
Ah, you did research on it in college. Cool. We're not going to go too far into it, but I'm just saying it came from Switzerland and how it was found, why it was found. And here's another example. This is by Max Ernst. So this is Dada, where it's just nonsense. I mean, come on. Why is this man's head a bird? And why does he have bird legs? But he looks like a man. And he's got like a tail with a bird on it. It's nonsense. It doesn't make sense, but it's really interesting. There you go. What do you guys think of this? I actually had to study this when I was in high school. We had to do examples of this. So I had to do like a mosaic of some sort where I took magazine pictures and I had to put strange things. Yes, exactly. They did sculptures. That's why in this picture you see the sculpture up on top on the ceiling to show like the nonsense, like why is that on the ceiling? That's exactly true. So then you have I'm trying to see, they don't show any photography in this picture. But you do see another. I know. I've seen lots of different art for Dadaism. All right. There's also famous photographers came from Switzerland, such as Robert Frank. Robert Frank, he was actually well known in America. He came over and did a series on America later on. So this is an early photo he did. This is a very early photo. But after a few decades, he got really well known. I've seen his art for many, many years. I love black and white photography, so Robert Frank photography is really good. If you ever look up his photography, I recommend it. Really awesome shots, all in black and white. I mean, that's what they had back then. But they're gorgeous. Some of them are a little blurry, but he always captured people doing strange things, which might have been inspired by the Dada stuff too, for being Swiss and being used to that. Then in Switzerland, you have the famous Johanna Spiri. Johanna Spiri wrote Heidi in 1880 through 81. I have read it. My sons have read it. It was part of their curriculum. I always grew up on the story. So, I'm a fan of Heidi. Then you have author Johann Rudolf Wiss. He completed and edited his father's book, which was Swiss Family Robinson. So he just took notes from his dad, and he wrote it, became famous off of that. So Swiss Family Robinson is another story I grew up on. I'm sure some of you have too. Neo EMC Square, we are learning about Switzerland. So it's not really a history lesson. We're just learning about the culture right now. And then I'm going to go into the water and I'm going to find a bottle, a message to answer and respond to. How are you doing today? This is Hermann Hesse. He wrote Siddhartha in 1922, which won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1946. It was based off of Indian history, Buddhism. So he wrote Siddhartha. You're just chilling. Awesome. Well, I'm chilling too. Chill with me. All right. So there's something called the Nabenschießen Festival in Zurich. It's for teens to compete in archery and shooting events. Other sports that they love in Switzerland are mountaineering, paragliding, like this, hang gliding, floor handball, ice hockey, and many other sports that are known throughout Switzerland because winter sports are their specialty, definitely. They've hosted the Olympics twice in 1928 and 1949. Swiss wrestling is called Schwingen. Let me show you guys. Bro, if you're around, I know you like your wrestling. Come listen to this wrestling history. So, Schwingen, it means swing. It is very big in Switzerland. They have competitions all the time. It started in the 13th century. And it was about specific grips that you use to turn them around and get them pinned down. Very, very big. Here's an example of it. This guy is being completely turned around. Look at this. And they have dirt underneath them. Very dangerous. They wear these special shorts that you could grab onto. So they're not like typical wrestling as we see it in the US where they wear certain outfits that are like tight. They wear more loose fit clothing. This is a sport called Hornussen. It's golf and baseball combined. Look at this. This long thing is like the golf part. They have to hit this little thing. It's like a puck or a disc. It's called a noose. So they're hitting this noose. And then these are the people. Basically, they have a catch board to stop it. But the game could go on and on because they could get 2 points. So if these people don't catch it or don't get it, they lose. And it's only up to 2 points. Anyway, very interesting sport. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's food time. Food time already, guys. Who's ready for the food? I know you guys love this part. This is the portion, guys, that you have come for. The food. Come get the food. Hey, Plazo. Or do I say Plozo? I keep doing that. Is it Plozo or Plazo? Is it a long O sound, plo, or is it a short pla? Thank you. That was not chocolate, yes, Sonic. Let me show you. This is not chocolate. This is basil-style roasted flour soup. It's made with flour, butter, onion, beef stock, and grated Gruyere. It's made all year, but usually during the Basil Carnival. It's eaten at 3 a.m. for that carnival. It's creamy and delicious. Basically, they accidentally found this. Yeah. They accidentally figured out how to make this soup because this one guy, he left while it was like burning a little bit. And so it got a little burned and then it made this texture. And he was like, wow, this is actually delicious. I can say however I want to. I'll say plozo, because I feel like that's how it should be said. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. This is called Rusty Velasane. It sounded almost like a unicorn. Thank you so much for the 15 bits, Neo. Every little bit counts. Thank you. This is not coconut. Let me tell you about this. This is grated potatoes, pan-fried until golden. It's an iconic dish that farmers ate long ago and continue to serve. It has salty bacon. It has a fried egg and melted raclette cheese on it. My word. It's basically potatoes, cheese, bacon, egg. Every little thing I eat or I get here is magic. You were just thinking about chocolate. Oh, the soup. So here, I'll go back to it for you. Just for you. This soup was made out of flour, butter, onion, beef stock, and grated Gruyere. That's what's on top of it. It's a type of cheese. So yeah, this could be breakfast. Like I said, this is sliced potato, bits of bacon, caramelized onions. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to this one. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys. I went ahead of myself. This is tartiflette. Tartiflette, probably, actually. I don't know. Or tartiflette. Might be that. It's sliced potatoes, bits of bacon, caramelized onions, and reblochon cheese. Reblochon? I don't know if the CH is ka or cha. You got an anchor, all right. Yes, when you donate bits, you get different colored anchors. They could go into red and blue and green as well. Arr. So thank thee for the bits. You are anchored here. Yeah, this looks great. This is Zerker Geschnetzels. That's how you say it, guys. Geschnetzels. Oh boy. It's sliced veal, calf kidney, sweetbreads sauteed in onions, butter, white wine, cream, and mushrooms. So it's a combination of lots of different things. So the sliced veal is on the side, and then the rest of this is sweetbreads, kidney, onions, butter, white wine, cream, and mushrooms all put together. Yeah, I make people hungry with these streams. I do these streams every week. We learn lots of things. Switzerland has potatoes and cheese. I'm there. Organ meat? No. So here we go. This is Vegetarian Montador. Again, like I said, they have 3 languages are their official language. They are very inspired by their German, French, and Italian combined roots. Anyway, this is only made in September through April during snow-capped mountain season. The Jura farmers make it from cows freshly, then they melt it on top of boiled potatoes. So that's what this is. It's just cheese melted on potatoes. Have you had organ meat? Yeah, Sonic? I don't think I have. Next. Now this is what we had but I had it through Swiss cheese. This is called raclette. It's cheese grilled slowly over a fire with many slices of cheese layered over boiled potatoes, pickles, and onions. So this is what we had, but with Swiss cheese. It looks so good, and it is good. I've had it. I can tell you, this is amazing. This is so tasty. You will want to dip everything in it. Sweetbreads? You haven't had a sweetbread? Oh, I love sweetbread. Oh, yeah, so incredible. Oh, cheese. This is Nuss Tort. It's a nut tart that is pastry, cream, caramelized sugar, and chopped walnuts. I know, right? Toasty bread for the cheese. Oh. Sweetbread is organ meat. What? It's brain? No. Sweetbread. Organ meat? No. I had bread that's called sweetbread. That's what I'm saying. Sweetbread, if it's an organ meat, I haven't had that. I haven't had brain. I've never eaten brain. I'll just say that. Here we have Alpler Magronen, I'm sorry, which is very Dutch sounding. That's interesting. Alpler Magronen. This comes from herdsmen in the alpine pastures. It's pasta, cream, cheese, potatoes, and onions with sometimes bacon topped on it. Also, people will eat it with apples, fried onion rings as well. Sometimes they'll put the fried onion rings, like, not onion rings like we have in the US, but onions that are the rings that are sauteed and put on top of it. I saw pictures of that. I almost took one of those pictures instead. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I've never had cooked brain. Sorry. This is papette vaudois. They are leeks with potatoes and sausages, mashed and stewed for hours. You're hungry. I know, this looks tasty. If they have this in a vegetarian type of sausage, I would definitely love this. This is the last one, guys. Time to eat ice cream. This is Basler Leckerli. Levker translates as delicious. So, like, Leckerli is part of that. This is a biscuit made from hazelnuts, almonds, honey, fruit, and kirsch, which is a brandy. So that is Switzerland, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning. Sounds like baklava. Yeah, a little bit, but I think it's harder. It's not soft and flaky. I hope you enjoyed learning. But now, it's time for Message in a Bottle. If you are new to this stream, I do this every Sunday, where we go on an adventure like we just did, learning about a country. Now, I'm going to go out into this water. So this is in Switzerland. This is Switzerland, this picture. I'm going to go into this cold water, at least not in it, but I'm going to look around to see if I find any bottles with maybe a message in it. People ask me for advice, or they just ask random questions.